Olenaki here with another Halo 5 Guardians video, and this is another legendary campaign walkthrough, and it is Mission 2 Blue Team. We'll be setting it up here momentarily. Alright, it's legendary. Now I only turned 2 skulls on, which I will do for all the missions on a legendary walkthrough, and that is Grunt Birthday Party and I Would Have Been Your Daddy, which are non-scoring skulls, but I do have score attack on so we can see the score on each takedown. Now with no other skulls on, some things I can be more aggressive at and some things I've got to take a little bit more care at doing, especially when I'm in vehicles and such. Alright, so here we are starting off, just rushing to our first encounter. Now I'm going to come in here and not sprint, but just walk up to 2 grunts. Here's the first one, and assassinate. And I'm going to grab his plasma pistol, which is 100%. There we go. And then come on over here and do the same to the second one. And we're actually going to run a little skip here. I'm going to jump up here and clamber, crouch through this vent, and jump down and haul it before they see me or my buddies. Jump up and over here, hold here, wait momentarily for the grunts to come out, and then haul it into here. Alright, make sure your shields come back, then go over here and grab the blueprints of the station. Argon Moon, well, whatever. Argent Moon, there we go. It's been a while. Alright, sometimes one of the cubbies will come through that doorway after it closes, or as it closes, so make sure that they don't follow us. Alright, if you fired your pistol a little bit, you can ammo up right there, and into the elevator, and off we go to the next encounter.
Central control straight across this bay.
Everything's ripped up. They must be stripping that experimental ship for parts.
Now what I just did there was a little bit of a skip. It saved having to fight a squad of grunts, jackals, and elites. You know, we don't want to stress out right at the beginning of the mission there. Alright, now I'm going to come up here instead of crashing through using the Spartan sprint thingy there. We're just going to bang, just melee the soft barrier. That way we don't alert the grunts and the others that are down there. Take out those grunts if you can. I'm going to crouch so I get a better view. There's a couple of shielded jackals back there. We're going to do our best to take them out before we drop down. There we go, there's one of, oh jeez. That's from running another game, by the way. Right bumper in this game is melee, and right bumper in the other game was reload. So you'll see, up there I go again, you'll see me doing that throughout this mission and all the missions actually. It'll drive me nuts. Okay, we're going to do a ground pound right there. I sent my guys down, and now we got to take these guys out. I'm going to start with the jackals real quick. Ooh, see how quickly my shields went down? So you got to be careful of that. We can be revived if we go into armor lock, if any of our buddies are around. This is where the plasma pistol comes in handy here, dropping shields on elites. And without mythic and tilt enabled, those shields drop pretty darn quick. That, and we're not providing a major upgrade to enemy capabilities. So what I'm doing here is I'm dropping shields so my Guardian buddies can take them out more easily, or they drop the shields and I can take them out. And one thing about marking an enemy is that it's easier for me to see where they're at to try to take them out with headshots like so. So I may be marking the enemy for my buddies, but taking them out before they get to them.
Yes, sir.
Target the jackal.
Copy.
So once we get rid of the elites, we want to get rid of the jackals. That's what I'm doing now. And up above, there's probably several grunts left. There's one right there. There's two. But there's also 3 elites, 3 or maybe even 4 elites up on the upper level there, and that's what I'm looking for. That's a grunt I'm looking for there. I'm using the okay, took care of that.
Blue team, Linda needs support.
Oh, next one went down. That's an elite over there taken care of. Alright, elite's down. Alright, so now we can get Linda up.
Thanks, Bob.
Take this, Spartan.
Give my guys plasma pistols if they're handy. I'm not going to be searching all over the place for them. And I'm going to swap out for a battle rifle. And momentarily anyway, a hydro launcher. God, did it again. Jeez. There's 4 grunts over there, and it looks like by the scoring that I took all 4 of them out. Switched out the hydro launcher for a DMR. Jump and scramble there. Jump down, just follow this path. We're skipping another battle. Run over here.
Central control is through those doors.
And then ground pound down to here. And there you go. We're out of the initial area. We're in the underbelly, if you will, in the tunnels.
Watched her die.
Alright, here comes my guys.
Lights on. Fred, get us.
Alright, first up, we're going to be dealing with several grunts
There's an elevator
right around here.
4 levels down.
Buck up.
Just make sure they don't go running down into that next room. And we'll see why here momentarily. Anyway, I marked my guys to stay back. And I'm coming down into this next area. And this is the reason I didn't want the grunt to be running in here, because there's 6 grunts asleep. And that grunt probably would have awakened them. So we're going to take out the first 3 by melee, the next 3 by melee, and head over into this little area here.
Sure.
This little vent. And what's going to happen, I sent my guys to the far side of the room, and what's going to happen is we're going to have a couple, 3 shielded elites and some grunts come out, and we wait for them to move away from us a little bit, and off we go.
Something about.
Or off I go. Now I'm trying to get my guys out of the room down here. Hopefully they all survived. I only see one of them. And on to the next. Okay, there's one of them following me anyway. Next up are going to be several suicide grunts. There can be up to 4, so we're going to be a little bit careful.
Hunters.
Sometimes the first one would have appeared already. And when we just see 3, there is the 4th lurking somewhere. We might not see him, or he might sneak up on us. So you always got to be aware of that. That's one down. There's another one coming around the corner, and after we take that one, there'll be yet another. Of course, my guys are standing around like knuckleheads. Get out of the way. Alright, here comes the next. And that should be it for now. Like I said, there may be another one lurking in the tunnel somewhere, but we may or may not see him. Okay, there's 2 shielded jackals in there. I've got one with a grenade and a headshot.
Jackal.
Got it.
Mark the other one for my partners there.
Target
Get
down.
moving.
Alright, he's down. So I'm going to come down to the next little area here and mark my guys to stay put. And then come over here and take this guy right here and swap out my DMR for a full plasma pistol.
I'm stalled out.
That must have been the
Thanks.
it must have been the suicide grunt that came sneaking up on my guys and not me. Alright, next area in here, there's going to be a passel of
Target the jackal. Sure.
jackals, shielded jackals, and grunts. And sometimes when we get in here just on straight legendary, my guys do pretty well and sometimes they don't. And it looks like this is one of those deals where, oh, I gotta get out of there. So this is a part of a campaign mission where you basically stay put until your buddies come back. I might come down here and try to take a pot shot or two.
No signal from Linda. Hold
But I'm a
position.
little worried about taking fire because I have nobody to get me out of armor lock. So I'm going to come back here and just stay put. Takes about 60 to 90 seconds for them to respawn. So if you got something that takes a minute to do and you're in this situation, just get up and go do it. And then come back and sit down. I certainly do. So here we sit. Might want to fast forward here for about 30 seconds or so till the action starts up again. Yeah, just kind of jumping around, nothing really to do. This won't be the first time, or well, I should say this won't be the last time this happens. Now, ironically, there are certain skulls, there goes one of them getting ready to respawn, there are certain skulls that provide abilities or more protection to the bad guys. I'm going to send my guys down again, by the way.
Keep moving down. We'll get back
But
on course.
they also give me a buff. A little bit of a buff anyway, especially in shields. Like Mythic is extra health. That translates into a little bit better shielding.
Watch the grenade.
Now obviously the downside to that is that it's tougher for those guys to take, or for those guys to be taken out. Now by the way, once we get down to one or two grunts, the back door opens and in comes a
One more level down to
camoed
central control.
I'll give this one a try.
special ops, I guess, elite with a sword.
You got it.
And so I just gave him an EMP to drop his shields, and we were able to take him out pretty easily.
Take this position.
Okay.
Take this weapon.
Sure.
Now what I'm going to do here is I'm giving my guys plasma pistols. Well, I decided against. What I was going to do originally was I was going to grab a sword and try to take out a hunter
Surrendering
with a sword, but
an option.
the thing of it is, on Legendary, they are so fast that you might whack him one or two times, weaken his back,
Plan changes to asset denial. We scuttle.
but he immediately
Reactor core is near here. Motion.
We overload the reactor at evac. Ship explodes, destroying any ships nearby.
The reactor is below the lab.
turns and hits you, and you're done. I found that out the hard way, so I said, the heck with that. We're going to do this the old-fashioned way. And what I'm doing here is
Okay.
the plasma pistols I gave my guys, I'm having them pick up other weapons so that I can juggle those plasma pistols into the next area, which is an elevator. And this is where we're going to face the two hunters. Now, I'm being a little careful here. I want to get these things across into the elevator.
The reactor room is through that lab.
Jeez. But not move in so far as that door closes behind me. Okay, here we go. Move up to the front, and the elevator starts coming down.
Somebody cut the head off the Covenant. Bravo.
Hunters.
They're strong, but slow. Use the lab equipment to keep above them and out of your
Alright, so as soon as he turns around and the door drops, I'm going to mark him
Take that target.
and then throw a grenade at him. I threw a plasma so it wouldn't bounce off of him. And I'm using my AR here to help. Now this is going to take a little bit of time, even without the additional armor these guys get with Mythic and Tilt. Because my Guardian buddies have just normal shielding like I do, and they tend to go down pretty quick. And they tend to not be too smart when they take on these guys.
Get Kelly back in the fight.
So what I'm trying to do is actually throw a grenade behind him so it impacts the shielding he has on the back. And of course my 3 Guardian buddies are down. Whoa! Yeah, that's where you gotta be a little careful.
We lost Kelly. Fall back.
And one thing to note here, I don't know if we'll be able to see this, is that when I fire at an enemy, well, it doesn't matter what kind of enemy it is, if I'm hitting its armor, we'll see little streaks of white flash off in each quadrant of northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest. I don't know if you can see that. If I am hurting them, getting in underneath the armor, then those little flashes, streaky flashes, turn red. So that's a way to determine whether or not you're actually doing damage to a bad guy. Alright, they're back towards the back. I'm going to run over here and grab a couple more grenades and get back into cover. Now they will come up. This guy is coming up. I don't know if he's going to... Yep, he's coming all the way up. So I got to be a little careful. I don't want to give him a line of fire. Right there. Interesting, when I ran this legendary All Skulls on, these hunters did not do that. It's really surprised me that they're doing... This one's doing it now. I notice that I'm just keeping away from an open access for him to shoot me. And I'm also waiting for my guys to come back.
Move up.
Right away.
Right away.
Yeah, I don't want them sitting there in an open doorway. Alright, go ahead and mark him again.
Got a charging hostile.
Down.
Alright, that sound he just made there tells me he's hurt.
Can't move.
When he that's his kind of hunter groan. Okay, I just saw some orange splash off there. That tells me that his armor on his back is down or almost gone, and the fire that I'm putting on him is causing damage.
On my target.
There he goes. I knew he was going to go soon. Now I got to deal with the other one.
On my mark, blue team.
Now I'm trying to mark him. There we go. We got him marked now. Run over here, get some more grenades. Always running back to cover. And throwing grenades, trying to get behind him. Looks like my guys are down, which is a shame. Now I've got to play with him a little bit. He's way off in the corner there. Sometimes I'll go off to the left corner. Let's see if there's any more grenades over here. Yep. There might be 2 more grenades on the
Went dead. Regroup.
on the other side as well.
We lost Fred. Regroup.
No, we didn't like that.
Take this position.
Going now.
On my mark, blue team.
Got it.
See if he can get him pointed in a direction where I can throw a grenade behind him.
Blue team, priority target.
Nope. I think that was Kelly. They just went down. Kelly, Linda, and Fred. Alright, that's just hitting armor there.
Hold positions.
You see the white flashes there? Yeah. I don't know if that's actually doing it, putting a dent in or not. But it's definitely hitting armor. Yeah, he does. And another thing to note here is when you sight in, he'll immediately turn to you and start firing. Alright, here we go. A couple more grenades. The guys are back. I'm going to try to help him out a little more this time. Notice I am staying back. Oh, no, he's just going back to cover again. That was not a very good throw. He's got to be close. Yep. Down again.
Blue team, move to assist. Hunter's down.
All right.
The reactor core is just below us. Let's go.
Way to go, Fred. I think that was Fred. Okay. Just grabbing the plasma pistol. It's got the most juice in it.
Weapon.
Get my guys to grab one as well. At least the 2 remaining ones.
Move up.
Copy.
Sometimes I got to position them before I can get them to take a weapon.
Pick up that weapon.
Sure.
All right, there's one.
Take this weapon.
Right.
Oh, come on now. It's not that hard.
Pick up this weapon.
Right away.
Take this Spartan.
On it.
Good grief. Okay, here we go. Here up top here is a battle rifle. So I can ammo up on that.
We can use the air ducts to reach the reactor room.
And I'm going to go ahead and open the access to the area down below. And then I'm going to juggle a pistol up to here, so I have both a pistol and a battle rifle along with my plasma pistol. And the reason I didn't do that beforehand is that when we smash our hand into that little access panel thingy there, the Covenant weapons tend to, and actually all the weapons have a tendency to despawn. Okay, so there we go. We juggled the pistol down.
Reactor room is just
All right.
ahead.
I'm going to juggle it forward a little bit.
No salvage.
And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to run through here, Spartan smash there.
Coordinates.
Copy.
Okay, mark my guys back and then try to take out, dadgummit it, and I missed. What I'm trying to do is take out one or both snipers that are back there. They are a real pain in the butt. And here's a lesson on any level, is that you don't want to take the snipers on unless at least one of your guardian buddies is around to revive you at armor lock. Alright, and what I did there was I mark an elite. There's two elites down there. I marked one of them. Now as soon as he goes down, the second one is going to retreat. And I'm going to try to get the second one marked. Ah,
Blue team, move to assist.
well, so much for that. Alright, that was the second one, I believe. Notice how quickly my shields went down. Yeah, it looks like I'm not going to be able to take him out myself. Alright, so we'll have to go to plan B. While I'm waiting for my guys to come back, I'm going to see if I can take out some of these jackals. They are a real pain in the butt. So what we want to do is clear the jackals. There's shielded jackals on the right, but these are regular old jackals with storm rifles on the left. We want to clear all those guys out, or as many as we can, before we move to the next firing position, if you will. Alright, moving up here. There is a ammo crate up the ramp on the left a ways, but what I'm doing here is I don't know how long it's going to be before I can jump down. So this is why I brought the pistol. It gives me something extra to fire with. Not that all that accurate at distance, but it does help. Aha! That little bugger. Two of them down there. Probably would have took my guys down with the shielded jackals. Alright, one of them's down, the other one's retreating. There he goes. Alright, I am taking a quick look around to see if the snipers are going to make an appearance. Now normally what they do is they just kind of show up when you're in the middle of a firefight with elites around the turrets that are hidden right now behind that big center post. We will see them here pretty soon. My guys are not quite back yet. Oh, wait a second. Well, they were standing behind me. I'm not sure why I didn't see them on my motion detector there. Alright, so what I'm doing here is I'm just throwing that pistol over the edge. And then we're going to jump down.
Reactor controls are on the far side of the room. Eliminate the Covenant forces.
Alright, so right now what I'm looking for are the jackals. And you can tell them by their firing their storm rifles. So we still got to take that elite out. I believe he's got a storm rifle as well. We probably got a couple of jackals here on this floor, this level, and more up on the upper level here. Yep, there's one right there. There's another one. And again, I'm backing down. I'm being a little bit careful here because I'm a little bit concerned about the two snipers. Jackal snipers. They are a real pain in the ass. They can take you out with one shot. And I just saw the light of one here in this preview screen. I don't know if I saw him in the actual campaign mission that I was running. Alright, that is got to be the elite up here in the back. Yep, that's an elite. Okay, good. He went down pretty handily.
Take this position.
So now we've got what I'm doing is I'm marking my guys over to the right so that the elites on the turrets will focus on them. And I'm using my plasma pistol there. I'm peppering, if you will, the elites on the turret. Oh, that's a sniper. I feel much better that I dropped him. There's another one. There's the second one. And he is firing at me. He's bobbing inside and out. Like I said there, I just went down. Thank goodness my buddies are around.
Assisting. I'm up.
That's right. He can one-shot you to armor lock. At least it's not a binary rifle that can incinerate you. Alright, that wasn't the sniper. I think he went back into cover.
On my mark, blue team.
Roger. Roger.
Take these coordinates.
Sure.
Alright, I gotta get my guys away from me now. At least a ways away from me. So I can get to the elites on the turrets. And you can see that one of them's firing right now. Elites do like turrets. Yeah. I was hoping he'd start firing at my buddies.
Get moving.
Wait till he calms down a little bit. Alright, there's another one down. Looking to see if the sniper was making an appearance. Oh, he's over there on the left. I just saw him. They got these little headlamps. And what you want to do is fire right below the headlamp. Yeah, I can't get to him, darn it. I'm going to have to make a move back down the ramp here. And that is pretty dangerous.
Move, blue team. On it. Take this position.
Yeah, he's firing from a window that... I don't know if I can get over here and see him. Oh, there he is. I don't know if I missed... I guess I missed him. Or I didn't like this position I was in. One or the other. Waiting for the fire to calm down a little bit. Quick look for the sniper. Just take the elite out that's on the turret.
Take these coordinates. We lost Fred. Regroup.
I don't know if all my guys are down or not. I think that was a grunt. Yeah, that was a grunt. That's the benefit of Grunt birthday party. You know when you take them out with a headshot. There's another, like I said, elites like turrets. That's the ammo crate I was talking about earlier.
On my mark, blue team.
Right.
Yeah, you can just barely see him over there. Whoops. Now at some point they're going to wise up and stop jumping on the turret. But as long as they're jumping on the turret, you might as well take advantage of it. Fairly easy takedown. I'm not too concerned about my guy being over here now because at some point here soon I'm going to go after that sniper. There he is. God, I wish I could get to him. Just trying to put myself in a position here where I can get into cover real quick. Alright.
Take these coordinates.
On it.
This is the area that I'm probably going to try to take the sniper out from. And I'm putting my guys in position. You know, he's kind of blinking there. And this is what just drives me nuts, is I can't fire, there's like an invisible wall there. I can't fire under that that little overhang. He can fire at me, but I can't fire at him. That's just not fair.
I'm down. Give me a hand.
And that's why I want my guys around when I'm dealing with a sniper. Whoa, he almost took me out again. And of course my guys got in the way. Jeez, that's the third
System
time.
locked. Need an assist.
I've got you, Chief.
I'm up.
Yeah, this is taking a little longer than I would have liked. There we go. Finally found a firing position. Well, that sucker put me in armor lock 3 times. Alright, we can clean this area up pretty easily now. We got a couple of 3 elites left. Maybe a grunt or 2.
Take this position.
Okay.
But what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw them out by getting my guys down here. I don't think they're going to jump on the...
Take that elite.
Going now.
they're not going to jump on the turrets anymore. He went a little bit back into hiding. But they will advance down to that level that guy's on now, and he's down. There's another one that just ran out.
Blue team.
Roger.
Engage the elite.
Roger that.
By the way, when you mark a bad guy, even if you can't take him out, it seems that your Guardian buddies, Spartan buddies. I've been saying Guardian this whole mission, haven't I? Spartan buddies.
Engage the jackal.
Will focus in more and be more successful at taking out the bad guy. That's what I was trying to say. I don't know why I keep calling them Guardians. They're Spartans. Spartans. Alright, we're just cleaning up here.
Roger. Moving to the turrets.
Alright, when we're down to the last elite and maybe grunt, I'm going to take him from inside that area, and the way I get there is through here. Go through the soft roof with a ground pound. And we should be down to just the elite and maybe a grunt. There's the grunt.
Take that elite.
And there's the elite. And that should be it. That should take care of it.
Initiate the overload.
Alright, switching off my plasma pistol for a DMR. And
Pick up that weapon.
Copy.
loading up on ammo and giving one of my guys a Hydra launcher. That was right there. And we're going to initiate the reactor overload here. But that's not going to work because the facility is going to try to reset the reactor, and we've got to go down and do something to
Reactor safety protocol.
get it back into meltdown mode, if you will.
Or the reactor.
And that's what's next. That's what's coming next. And this is where I took a little personal break for about a minute and a half. So we're just going to sit here and wait. I'm just sitting here waiting with you.
Mission ejected.
There we go. All right. So we started the process. We found out that the failsafe didn't really stop. And now we got to go in and manually blow things up to get the reactor to overheat. Which means we have to open up the cooling towers, the cooling vents, open them up, and then destroy them. That's essentially what we have to do.
But I'd love to see the look on the Covenant's faces when she goes super.
There's a couple of ways to do it. One could fly around in a Banshee and try to blow them up. I prefer the method that I'm going to demonstrate here. It's also the method I used on my Lazo run.
Reach the control sheds. Get the cooling system offline.
Alright, to start this thing off, I'm going to do a ground pound down here. As soon as I land, I'm going to just haul it and smash my way through here.
Override control.
And this is going to open up the vent covers. And the first thing we're going to have to do is take out some cubbies. There's one of the vents there, by the way.
Coolant system inner workings are exposed.
Eliminate the targets, Blue Team.
Grab Banshees. We can target the pipes more easily from the air.
This is actually the easier side to start on.
Reinforcements inbound. Sending phantoms.
The other side has grunts galore, and a couple of them standing out there
We lost Linda. Get to cover.
just as soon as you do the ground pound. You've got two grunts firing at you. So it's a little bit trickier, if you will, coming down on that side. Now, how to figure out which side to go down, you can look down and see if there's any grunts hanging around about where you're going to ground pound. If you see them, then run to the other side and ground pound down there. Alright, it looks like we just get a lonely jackal sitting out there. And I'm waiting for my guys to come back. I guess I could. There. Okay, one of them ran. Oh, they were kind of hiding on the other side. All right. So it looks like we still got something out there. He's running up here right to the edge. I can see him on the motion detector, and then he's running off to the far corner. Little tricky standing out there and doing that, because I don't have anybody to bring me out of armor lock. That's what I'm a little worried about.
Keep firing on those coolant pipes.
Where'd he come from? That's an elite, I believe, and I thought I took him out already.
Take this position.
He must have come over. That's okay. That's a jackal.
Engage the elite. Sure.
Yeah, that's the elite. I really thought I took him out.
No signal from Linda. Hold positions. Hold that trigger.
But at least my guys are back and they can take him out. All right. So it looks like we're good to go here. Grab this rocket launcher. Take that out. There's a total of 8 of them, by the way. I was just ammoing up on battle rifle while I thought about it. Get out of the way, I can get over here into this middle area. The next one is fairly easy to pick off. Just making sure that, oh, there's somebody hanging around. I'm not really sure where he's at, but there's the second one right there. Very possible that that's a bad guy running around. All right, that's the third one, and I believe, I'm not really sure. I'm kind of looking around for the fourth one. All right, I'm going to swap out my rocket launcher for an FRG. Come back in here. See, just get out of the way. Jeez. Doggone it. Banshees are flying around. That's probably what I saw in my motion detector before, was Banshees flying around at a distance.
Move up. Get moving.
Now, what I'm trying to do here is mark the there we go, mark the Banshee, so that my guys and the Banshee will focus on each other. All right, there's the fourth one.
Fire on the Banshee.
Copy on that Banshee.
Pick up this weapon.
All right, get them to pick up the rocket launcher, and I'm going to jump into the Banshee and go to the other side. As soon as I get there, I'm going to get out, and there are the grunts that I was talking about, and the elite. That was close. All right, Wait for them to calm down a little bit. So the other side was more jackals, and this side's more grunts. And one of those grunts has got an FRG, at least one. So I'm being extremely careful here. Oh, there's the FRG. I think that's the elite I just marked.
Yes, sir.
And notice that I'm staying in here until I clear them all out. Oh, there was a grunt up there. Okay, that was a 2-for-1. I got the vent plus the grunt. All right, we still got a few hanging around here. Oh, what was that? Grab some more ammo. Now, I'm not going to use that rocket launcher. I'm going to save that from one of my guys when we get ready to get to the final area, which is the Prowler Bay. All right, I believe that's 5. That's 6. Actually, that's 7. That was 7 I just took out. So I got one more to go. And it's going to be down and to the right. And we just got to wait for the Banshee and the I guess that Phantom up there. Get out of the way.
We lost Linda. Get to cover.
Oh, great. Okay, here's another Banshee coming overhead. I'm being real careful here because I don't see any of my guys. And it looks like there's a Banshee almost overhead and another one off in the distance. Alright, I see one of my guys. I don't know where he or she is at. But that Banshee is giving me some major problems there. That might be Fred. All right, he flew down. Here's the last one right there.
Fire on the Banshee. Bring down that Banshee.
Alright, that's a magic word right there. I get my guys to get that.
Blue team, evac now.
Banshees aren't fast enough to get clear of the reactor explosion.
Calling in the Pelican. No signal on autopilot retrieval. Armada must have taken it out.
Frederick, find the nearest hangar bay. We're taking a Prowler. Take this weapon. Pick up this weapon. Take this, Spartan.
You got it.
Jeez.
Done.
I don't know if you're going to take them or not. Alright.
This station's about to be slag. Move to the Prowler.
Actually, the bay is right over there on the right. I just saw it. Jump in a Banshee and head for it. Now that little netting thing there was initially red. As soon as it turns white, you can go right through it. All right, now we're off to the Prowler Bay.
Reactor core temperature has exceeded 1,373 Kelvin. Failure imminent.
There's the Prowler. More Covenant. Clear them out. Prep for launch.
Do it quick.
All right, we're going to have 3 waves here. The first wave is going to be Jackals, Grunts, and a couple of special ops elites that are camoed with swords. And once we take them down, to initiate the next wave, we've got to start the prowler prep, if you will. And that will start with grunts and jackals, and then 2 hunters will drop, which we have to take out.
Target the jackal.
Going now.
So this first wave is not too difficult as long as you hang back, take them out at distance, and let your guys do a lot of work. There are a couple of FRG grunts out there. There's one of them. So be a little careful there. The FRG can drop you like a rock. There's one of the elites. They kind of lurk about. They're not very aggressive, but once you fire on them, then they'll move towards you. Okay, he's down. There's the second one. Dropped his shields. He's down. So that wasn't too difficult, but the key is finding them.
Working the prowler's control panel.
So what you don't want to do is you don't want to just kind of jump out in the middle there, especially if none of your buddies are around, because they will sneak up on you. You have to be really careful about that. I think we're about done here on this first wave. Oh, not quite.
Move, blue team.
Okay.
Alright, I'm moving my guys out to see if they can draw fire. There's a grunt. Now there is an ammo crate way on the far side. Not an infinite ammo crate, but like a weapons cache that has battle rifles, which you can pick ammo up off of. Oh, there was another FRG grunt. I heard that. Hopefully that was him going down. Nope. Still out there. Hopefully that's it. Ammo up. Alright, now we're going to go look for some power weapons. I think I just got some grenades there. Yeah, shotguns. I'm going to have to go down to a lower level.
Move up.
And there's a rocket launcher. And I know there's a couple FRGs lying around. And the reason I want my guys with the power weapons is to help take out the hunters. Because I actually at this level of difficulty, legendary with just the 2 non-scoring skulls on, the hunters here are the toughest targets to take out. The elites aren't too bad, which will come into the last wave. The one thing you have to be careful about is not take out too many of the jackals and grunts, because that will get the elites in before the hunters are out. So really your focus, other than protecting yourself, your focus is on the hunters. So take out enough of the ads to get the hunters.
Got it.
Oh, now it's just going to be swapping power weapons.
Take this weapon.
Right.
Alright, I'm just looking for... Oh, got to flip weapons first, you knucklehead. I really wasn't thinking at that point. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start the prowler prep, and that will bring in the next wave. I've marked my guys back towards where we came into this area
Launch preparations initiated.
so that the
Cells at 0.
coveys will focus on them
The Covenant while the Prowler preps for launch.
and not me. But we've still got a couple of jackals to deal with. I'm running back to our entry point here. This is a good place to set up camp, if you will. So we're going to take down enough ads to get the hunters to drop. And hopefully my guys will do a good job on the hunters. Unfortunately in this run they weren't all that great. There we go. Hunters dropped. I marked one of them. Come on, use your power weapons, you knuckleheads.
We lost Kelly. Fall back.
Prowler fuel
Alright.
at 25%.
Rail guns. So they're taking out everything but the hunters. And I think all three of them are down. I'm not going out there to do any revives, so. The key here is to not go into armor lock. So you want to be careful with the jackals sneaking up on us like so.
No signal from Fred. Hold positions.
Now I think I'm far enough back that I can jump up and pop this guy with a railgun. Actually, it looks to me like they got aim assist on their weapons. All right, the jackals are going to move up towards me. I know that. So when they do, I have to pop them. Hopefully, I won't engage the last wave. All right, I got one shot off. Got my shields back. There comes another jackal. Decided I'm going to wait until my guys come back to deal with the hunters. So here we are yet again, waiting for these guys to respawn. We are closing in on towards the end of the run, so I'm not too concerned about time here.
Move, blue team.
On it.
Take these coordinates.
Copy. Right away.
Now what's interesting here is that my guys spawned across the way. They didn't spawn next to me. Let's see if I can go out and mark that hunter. Oh, doggone it. Mark that hunter again.
Team, get on that hostile.
Alright, I think I got another shot on him. Now I am going to need a plasma pistol for the elites. And ironically enough, that when we go legendary all skulls on, the plasma pistol I dropped over there by the elite and by the railgun case despawned. But
We lost Linda. Get to cover.
without all those skulls on, it doesn't. So I'm not really sure what's up about that. Alright, that is one of the hunters are down. So now it's a matter of getting to the next hunter. And of course my guys are all down. I thought I could get them back here before I marked the hunter, but that is not the case. Not sure where the hunter is. There he is. Oh, he was weak. He went down with one railgun shot.
Lost Fred. Regroup.
Alright. So that takes care of the two hunters. I'm just going to go back here and wait until my guys come back. And then we're going to pop a few ads and get the elites in and see if we can wrap this thing up. Alright, they should be coming back here momentarily. And once the X's disappear, they will respawn in just a few seconds. Usually. For some reason they're not doing that now. I don't think there's any variable that says the respawn is quicker or later.
On my mark, blue team.
Roger.
There we go. Now they're starting to come back. Alright, two up are back.
Going now.
And let's go ahead and take out an ad or two.
Get moving.
Now we'll be notified here of the next wave when Fred says reinforcements or something to that effect. Alright, I'm running out here to get some ammo. And running back.
Prowler fuel cells at 50%.
Covenant reinforcements inbound.
Yeah, there we go. You notice the fuel cells are at 50%. Okay, so this is going to drop in 3 or 4 elites. I'm not really sure.
Engage the elite.
And I'm just trying to pop his shields to make it easier for me or them to take him out.
Prowler fuel cells at 75%.
Engage the jackal.
Got it. Run away.
Engage the elite.
On it. Roger.
They will throw grenades. Not as much as when the catch skull is on, but they definitely will throw grenades. Oh, my guys are down again, so it's up to me.
Kelly's comms went dead. Regroup.
Not sure if there's any elites left.
No signal from Linda. Hold positions.
Alright, that's got to be an elite. There we go. Yep, that was an elite. That should be all elites. All of the elites. So now it's a matter of taking out the rest of the jackals and grunts. And I should be able to do that without worrying about going into armor lock. The remaining grunts have a tendency to kind of hang back. We're not quite there yet because I haven't gotten the 100% signal. Aha! Oh, that was dangerous. I think that was a Grunt with a needler. And I just didn't take him out quick enough. He's a little smart link there. Alright, my guys are back, so they can help get rid of the last remaining ads, and I can go over here and ammo up like I was trying to do before. I was just about out of bullets. I don't know whether that was me or them. Just about done. That's it. That basically is the end of the mission. As soon as she says 100%, all we got to do is kind of run up underneath the prowler right here and wait for the mission to end. Now that's something new. I thought we had taken out all the enemies, so I guess we get them down to the last couple. Oh, there's 3 left. Sneaky little grunts. Okay, I think that's about it. This should end the mission. Yep, that's it. I hope this helps you in your quest for Halo 5 Guardian's Blue Team mission on Legendary difficulty. This is Oldenaki signing off. Take care, everybody.